Today, I'm going to talk about the old tonics and stuff the old people made back in the day. My great-grandfather in the late 1800s made his tonics out of snake root. Now, don't run out and get snake root from the nursery because it's not the same animal. He handed down to his son, my grandfather, who handed it down to me, and said there's too many different types of snake root growing wild. Be sure you got the right one before you take it. But myself, I make my tonics out of herbs that you buy in the store. So here, start with this one right here. This one here was made 7/15/2019. It's apple cider vinegar with honey, dark honey. Now this one goes back 8/8/2014. The older they get, the better they taste. The more the flavors mingle. The 2014, I very seldom taste it. I'm just letting it age. The 7/19, I taste it sometimes, but today I'm going to show you how I make it. Myself personally, I'm trying to get anti-inflammatories and something for joint pain because my whole back and all gives me a problem. So, believe this or not, we're going to start with onion peelings. People, you can take this onion peeling and you can boil it and make a tea out of it. You can boil it for a long while, soak your boiled eggs in it, and dye your eggs. It's loaded with vitamins and don't laugh. It's been known to help hair grow. A lot of people use this strictly to help their hair grow. But it's a fantastic addition to most anything. So I cut this up in little pieces, like so. Put it in a jar. Now, the next thing I'm going to put in that jar is going to be ginger. Ginger is an anti-inflammatory, and combined with onions, it also helps the hair to grow. Now, I'm not a doctor or a scientist, and I'm telling you up front, what I'm telling you is what I've read and studied of. They say it's common knowledge. So what you're going to do, let me grab a spoon right quick. Half a teaspoon. I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon of ginger. And people, let me tell you something. The worst thing you can do is put too much. Because when you first make this stuff, it is really potent. It takes about 2 to 3 to 4 weeks for it to blend in and start to even get its flavors right. 6 or 7 or 8 months is better. 2 or 3, 4 years is extremely better. So what you're doing here is getting a lot of vitamins and minerals. The old people, they didn't have vitamins and minerals in the drugstore. They would go out and make these tonics out of wild cherries, blackberries, persimmons, blueberries, you name it, mushrooms even. They knew what they were doing. And that's how they got their vitamins and minerals. And a lot of times it would help because when they went out and picked up on all this stuff, it helped. Because they didn't have the right proper food sometimes. Good proper food was hard to come by. So what they would do is, they would depend on this in the springtime to kind of pep them up. They call it their tonic. Now I'm putting garlic in here now. Chopped up garlic. Put about a teaspoon of chopped up garlic. And the reason being, garlic is an anti-viral, and mixed with ginger, it's a cancer fighter. So is onions. Now the onions, chopped up, they go in there. This mixture right here, in about 3 or 4 months, it'd be like taking a multivitamin, but it's not strong, it's just trace elements. And that's how it develops and helps you out. And that's where the old people made these, why they made them. Now, I've got the onions and the peeling and the garlic and the ginger in there. Now basil, that's another one. Basil is an anti-inflammatory, antitoxin, and it helps control diabetes. So what you do is, here again, and the worst thing, like I said, you can do is put too much in there. Because after about 4 or 5 months, you're going to think, boy, that'd be good. And when you get into it, one taste overrides the other. Now, bay leaves, here's again, anti-inflammatory. Not much, 1 bay leaf. Sage. Now, sage, they call this a survival herb. And the reason being, it's an antifungal, antibacterial, and an anesthesia to stop bleeding. This stuff works miracles. So it's just nice to have a little bit of that in there. Because fighting your fungus and viruses, it helps tremendously. See, I never have taken vitamins. I don't take vitamins, never have, nor will I. But I do take stuff like this, micro trace elements and whatever. And now, termite. It's an inflammatory, it helps to fight cancer, but you don't want to mess with too much of this stuff. It's good to a small point. Put that in there. Now you're getting down to your oregano. Now, oregano oil, leaves, powder, what have you. Have all kinds of vitamins, minerals. It's an anti-inflammatory, and it really helps your stomach out. So throw a little bit of that in there. You can mix your own, people. Now we're getting down to the kicker. Like I said, my old back's bad, cayenne pepper. Now, people, I can't take much heat, so I'm going to put about 1/4 of a teaspoon in there. Just a little bit. It helps to fight pain and inflammation and arthritis. Cream of tartar, strictly potassium. Oh, cream of tartar is. But potassium helps stop cramps. And like I said, this is my modern way of making it. The honey I use is raw, unfiltered dark honey. Back in the day, the old people, a lot of them, they would use honey with whiskey, corn whiskey, of course. Some of them would use vinegar. They all had their own little methods to do it. But I'm going to tell you up front, this stuff here, if taken regular, will help you. It helps ease your back pains. It puts the vitamins, minerals, trace elements back. It does help you. Like I said, and the older it gets, the better it gets. Because you're looking at one here that's 8 years old. Every once in a while, I'll take a taste because I'm really, really wanting to see how long I can go with it. Because, like I said, it tastes better every year. Now, this is apple cider vinegar with a mother in it. That vinegar by itself is a massive, healthy animal. Bacterial, you name it, vinegar can do it. It eases pain, stiff joints. This is how we make it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. There it is. Oh, use a plastic cap. The vinegar and this will definitely eat through a metal cap over time. Now you keep this shake it up about twice a week, or every time you happen to walk by, shake it. In about 2 months, you won't believe how good that is. Now look at this. 8/8/14, 7/15/19, and this one. What I do is I'll go through this one first. 7/15/19 second. That I'm going to keep it as long as I can. All right. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.